wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mercy and blessing of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Good night, everyone. Dear dear Mr. Dzika Daffa Hanggara Mukti, dear Mr. Muhammad Fathur Rizky, first of all, let's give the praise of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given grace and against even with difficulties and obstacles. Secondly, small and pretty, we always be proud to our Prophet who has given the blessed. I want to introduce myself. My name is Tria Yulia Setiyawati as Master of Ceremony in this webinar. Welcome to the webinar with the theme, the improvement of self-development to active career success. We thank everyone here for taking the time to attend this wonderful webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this opportunity to introduce today's agenda. Please open by reading Basmalah, second is prayer, then 3, singing the national anthem Indonesia Raya, 4, presentation, 5, question and answer, and finally closing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open this webinar by reading Basmalah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
The next program is to pray. Before starting the day program, let's pray together according to each other belief and belief. The next event is singing the national anthem Indonesia Raya. We forget to the agenda of the webinar. This presentation will be delivered by Mr. Dzika Daffa Asysyafiq, Mr. Agung Suwasono, Mr. Fathur Rizky, Mr. Dimas Mukti. To this event, the Devi Nafrilla, the moderator. We included our profit and moderator. Welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night. Best wishes to all of us. At this time, I'm Devi Nafrilla, who is given the opportunity to be the moderator in today's webinar with a very cool, inspirational, and successful speaker in his youth. This webinar will discuss the importance of self-development to achieve career success. Now we have millennial influencer, Mr. Dzika Daffa, Mr. Muhammad Fathur Rizky, Mr. Dimas Hanggara Mukti, and Mr. Agung Suwasono, who will accompany us in this webinar. Previously, friend, do you know who is here? Mr. Dzika, Mr. Rizky, Mr. Dimas, and Mr. Agung are alumni of Ahmad University who are now successful and well-known influencers. Hello, Mr. Dzika, Mr. Rizky, Mr. Dimas, and Mr. Agung.
Hello.
Okay, since I called wait to hear their presentation, I immediately invite Mr. Rizky to give the first presentation, followed by Mr. Dzika, Mr. Dimas, dan Mr. Agung. I welcome it.
Thank you. In advance was given the opportunity to speak, convey the material here. Okay, first of all, what is self-development? Self-development is a process carried out by a person to shape one's potential, talents, attitudes, behavior, and personality in order to meet self-actualization needs so that they can compete and have better quality. Self-development is often associated with soft skills that are more inclined to mental health. But actually, self-development is a very broad field. Self-development not only trains abilities related to psychology, but also skills that can be practiced in work life. The goal of self-development is definitely to make you a better person than before. When you become the best version of yourself, you will experience a variety of positive change in your life, both professionally and personally. Self-development. Reasons self-development is useful for your career. Self-development can be your means to get your dream job, a means of promotion, and various other benefits for use as individuals. With self-development, our abilities will increase and this will enrich our CV. In addition, from increased self-ability can also be able to improve our quality at work. In addition, there are also other self-development benefits for your career. First, get out of the comfort zone. Have you ever felt that your life is just like that? Every day you wake up in the morning, work, go home, sleep again? If so, this could mean you are stuck in comfort zone. This comfort zone keeps us from going anywhere because we only do the same things every day. With self-development, you will be forced to get out of the same habits, and in the end you will grow into a more potential individual. More confident. The self-development that you have today has a big positive impact and will affect the daily activities that we do. You become more confident because you feel you have developed a lot from you yesterday. You grow to be an individual who masters your field of work. So there is no longer the fear of being chased by the boss for not being able to do a good job. In the end, you become a worker who has more value in the eyes of the boss. So they don't hesitate to raise your salary. Knowing the priority scale. With self-development, Your knowledge and abilities will increase. It will also be easier for you to manage your time to do all tasks. You can classify which works to be priorities and which can be done later. No more overtime or work hours formation. Self-development can help you to gain use time to apart to benefits by doing first that bring positive change in life. Capacity building. Self-development adds to our honest skills that can help you personally or professionally, such as time management and stress management skills. In the end, mental strengthening. The benefit of self-development that is most often touted is being able to form a strong mentality. Through self-development, you can focus more on strengthening or forming your mentality in a more positive direction. Next, how to develop self-potential. Here's how to develop your potential to work that can thrive. The first, know yourself. How to develop self-potential begins with self-knowledge. Knowing yourself sounds simple, but it's not that easy. To identify yourself, try to write down to or not things that are your weakness and strengths. Finding strength is definitely easier than weakness, so try to think about this answer. You can also ask for the help of those closest to you to find out what really is your weakness. Find interest. Second, try to find out what interests you. Are the skills you have today really able to support you in getting a job that you like? Or is your current job a job that you enjoy doing? How will does the job match your interests? Lots of people don't know what their interests are. This could be because they listen too much to what people around them say. In fact, by recognizing what is your interest, this can help you to know what kind of work we shall pursue. Now and stop bad habits. Bad habits can have a negative impact on our work. Therefore, before it's too late, try to realize what your bad habits are and try to eliminate them slowly. For example, your bad habit is like procrastinating work, so that when you are at work you feel overwhelmed and confused about which one to do first. It means that you have to get rid of this habit because in the world of work, this kind of attitude can be detrimental to the company. Keep learning. Most people think, why study? The certificate is already in hand. No, the learning process is not only at school. Learning is a form of investment in yourself that allows you to compete in the world of work. By continuing to learn, you will know what potential you can develop. You can also improve your skills according to what is needed by the world of work today. Learning today is not expensive. There are many sources that we can use to learn. You can use various platforms to increase your knowledge and skills. Find a mentor so that you are more enthusiastic and know how to do self-development properly. Try to find a mentor. This mentor can be your boss or also your friend. Ask them what work or abilities you have so far and how to develop them. Try to start learning new things. Don't be easily satisfied with the skills you have now. With the rapid development of technology, it is possible that the skills you have now are no longer suitable in the future. For that, try to learn something new. For example, you learn a foreign language so you can work in a multinational company, or you can also learn Excel formal skills and so on. And the last, not afraid to fail. Failure is part of the risk of self-development because we are in the process of becoming a better person. So don't be afraid to fail if you want to develop your potential. When you encounter obstacles, don't give up. Motivate yourself by remembering what goals you want to achieve for your future career. Next, example of self-development. A wise man once said, success is when opportunity meets preparation. So it is impossible for you to be successful by only expecting opportunities but not having preparation. For this reason, you need to do self-development to increase the best potential that is in you. It's not difficult. You can try the following example of self-development. The first, take a course of workshop. Taking a course or workshop is an example of self-development that you can do. Currently, it is not difficult to find courses of workshops. There are various platforms that provide them. The cost is also more affordable. By taking courses, you can update your skills and find out what other skills I can hone that can support your work. The course also trains your ability to communicate in front of many people you don't know. Join the community. The community is very profitable. You can do positive activities. You can also build relationships with existing people and learn new things from them. Joining the community is also an example of self-development. That is right if you have been a shy person and have difficulty interacting in a social environment. In the community, you will meet many people with different backgrounds but have the same vision as you. Try to find a challenge. Another example of self-development is by looking for challenge. The trick is not to be complacent. Challenge yourself to move further than today. Set a target to force yourself. This will challenge you to do everything, but make sure the target is realistic and according to your abilities. Don't set targets that are beyond your ability. This doesn't make yourself develop. Instead, it hurts. If you want to increase your target, try to do it gradually along with your own abilities. Improve interpersonal skills. This relates to the abilities that exist within you. There are many self-abilities that you can hone and sharpen. For example, leadership, problem solving, as well as knowledge about the career you are involved in. Self-awareness is also important to increase. This means that you know and are good at assessing the needs and problems that arise. From the explanation above, several conclusions can be drawn that basically humans are not born in a blank state like a white paper. However, he already has certain potential and tendencies which, if supported by a positive environment, will develop according to their potential. No human being is born without having an advantage. My suggestion is that if in that we have determined our plans for the future, they should be released as soon as possible. Don't wait too much, because actually our future depends on what we plan and how serious we are in pursuing our dreams. Time will not come back again. So use this time as much as possible to pursue our dreams. Because everything is not for other people but for ourselves. Okay, that's all from me. If there is wrong word, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Then the presentation we continue by Mr. Dzika.
Thank you, Devi, for your moderation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, I'm here going to talk about the strategies for self-development in Islam. How to become a better self from yesterday's days of Islam. What is self-development? Self-development or personal development is the conscious pursuit of self-growth by self-discovery, self-awareness, self-help, and self-evaluation. In simple words, it's making yourself better in every possible way every day. So what is self-development in Islam? It is making yourself better as a Muslim. In the Islamic terminology, it is called jihad al-nafs, the struggle against oneself or one's soul, the greatest of all types of jihad. Making yourself better as a Muslim does not only imply working on the spiritual aspect. It means becoming a better Muslim in every aspect of life, following the principle of self-development in Islam. The principles of self-development in Islam. First, self-development is not something that can be achieved overnight. Change cannot be done within one night. A much more intense level of hard work, persistency, and effort are required to be successful as a Muslim. To let go of bad habits, to build better habits, to pray on time, to read Quran consistently, to get closer to Allah, etc. All of these are fruitful results of self-development in Islam that take time, energy, effort, and consistency. And as we know, Allah prepared the effort towards the goal. Second, the self-development is not something you can achieve and then forget about it later. Another important thing to understand is that if you are not working on yourself consistently and consistently, then your self-growth will fall flat over time. There's a saying in the business world that in order for a business to survive and remain relevant, it needs to grow. A plant needs water to grow or else it dies. A relationship needs understanding and love in order to grow or else it dies slowly. Muslims need to work on their faith in order to grow closer to Allah and strengthen their belief or else their faith will weaken till it dies. Third is that self-development is not your end goal. When we talk about self-development, there is not really an end goal. One might say that our end goal is to become the best Muslim, but we all know there is no such a thing as a best Muslim. We could say that the Prophet Muhammad is the best Muslim, which is true in its nature, but we, as an ordinary human after him, could never be perfectly like him in our life. What we could do is by being better, being a better Muslim than yesterday, today, and for tomorrow. And next is the strategies on how to self-development in Islam. First, we have discipline through prayer. One of the core pillars of Islam is daily obligatory prayer. Performing the 5 daily prayers help build the discipline of making time for what is really important. It often also serves as a much-needed meditation practice in the midst of a busy day where one strives to detach from the routine noise of daily life, the center, and become mindful for a few moments for returning to our work task, or project, refocus, and with renewed clarity. Number two is sacrifice. Sacrifice in here doesn't mean in the sense of physical sacrifice oneself or other person, but a sacrifice of choosing between your desire and your goal. For example, sacrifice of sleep and time to accommodate daily prayer, sacrificing our desire in line with what is permissible, refraining from eating when fasting during Ramadan, and the sacrifice of wealth by fulfilling our charitable obligation. The routine, discipline, and sacrifice of Muslims are in place to develop character and to prepare us for the inevitable challenge in life. Giving up something now to reap a reward later not only emphasize the importance of preparation in pursuit of success and attainment, but also build a resilience in the process. Third is perseverance or passion. There are times when, despite our effort, hard work, and dedication, we still don't see the result or outcome we desire or had hoped for. We can all relate to the feeling of deflation and disappointment that we feel in these moments. However, there are also instances where instead our journey takes a different trajectory as a result of that initial perceived setback, one that leads us to an even better outcome than what we had thought with. The benefit of insight we sometimes refer to this intense blessing in disguise. In those moments of dismay, perseverance is accepting the reality of the situation, but not giving up hope. Feeling an array of sometimes negative emotion, but staying calm. It is increasing or continuing our effort towards our goal, but trusting that there is a bigger purpose and better outcome. It is following the opportunity to grow and develop through hardship. For this, acknowledge that everything is temporary. Islam teaches us that our very existence is temporary and everything is only a mere earthly materialism. Remembering this is helpful in putting into perspective what is important and how we should be spending our time now and experiencing our life. This healthy attachment that I understand to be encouraged in Islam could protect our mental health and well-being while safeguarding us from burnout and stress. And lastly, number 5 is gratitude. In our pursuit of success and attainment, it is easy to overlook what we already have. We naturally focus on the next thing, on what needs to be improved or fixed. I wholeheartedly encourage effort to better oneself. However, acknowledging what is going well now and exercising gratitude for all the positives in our lives or holistically is proven to improve our mental health and well-being. It has also helped us operate and move forward with our daily tasks from a place of excitement and aspiration rather than pressure or obligation. By recognizing the value and appreciating our life while simultaneously being detached from the very thing we are grateful for is incredibly freeing. Next is the benefit of self-development. Number 1 is self-awareness. As you find about your purpose in life, your personal strength and weakness, your passion, you truly begin living. Second is purpose-driven life. A life without purpose is an empty life driven by emotion only. Purpose gives the right direction to a Muslim life and adds passion to the journey of life. Third is a constant source of self-motivation. Self-motivation is something difficult to achieve by anyone. By having this, a Muslim able to take life challenge with ease because he knows Allah will help him. Fourth is intense focus, higher efficiency and effectiveness. Once you are all ready and set anything you decide to do, you will do it with complete focus. Number 5 is greater emotional resilience. Higher emotional resilience means you become resistant to emotional drive and able to control your emotion when the time is come. Seek its longer-lasting state of happiness. The self-development process will train you to understand. The self-development process will train you to understand the difference between the long-lasting happiness and the fleeting kind. And lastly, deep fulfilling relationship. As a result of a deep relation with yourself, your relationship with Allah, your family, and your friend will also become stronger. You should enjoy right conduct and order, but mend your own ways first. Actions speak louder than words. You must first practice good deeds yourself, then preach. Al-Baqarah 44. Alright, thank you everyone. I think those are I can say. Thank you for all, and I'm giving it back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, next presentation, Mr. Agung. I welcome.
Okay, hello everyone. Here I as speaker will give material about self-development. What is self-development? Self-development is a process of forming one's potential, talent, attitude, behavior, and personality through repeated learning and experience so as to increase one's capacity or ability at the stage of autonomy or independence. Goals of self-development. The purpose of self-development is to maximize all the potential that is within us so that we can become extraordinary individuals and be able to survive with all the changing times that come and go. The objective of self-development is divided into two, which are general purpose. Self-development in general aims to provide opportunities for students to develop and express themselves according to the needs of the community. The needs of students and learning potential, talents, interests, conditions, and development of students by taking into account the condition of the school or madrasah. Special purpose. Self-development specifically aims to support the education of students in developing their talents, interests, creativity, competence, and habits in life, religious life skill, social skill, learning abilities, insight, and career planning, problem solving abilities, and also independence. What does self-development include? First, talent. 2, interest, 3, creativity, and 4, competence and habits in life. What is the key to self-development? The key is happiness. How did it happen? Self-development will bring you even more happiness. Self-development helps you determine the direction and purpose of life in a more orderly and clear manner. The hopes and experience on the journey you are going through will give you its own happiness. Step for self-development. First, recognize your own potential. Where you have to know what things are. When you do them, you will feel comfortable and enjoy them. Don't even feel bored while doing them. 2, intention and confidence. Things that are no less important, and you have to do intention and belief. Intention and belief are the foundation for the realization of everything that will be done. The bigger and stronger the intention, the stronger you will find. 3. Accepting criticism. Someone who wants to excel will not collapse just because of a criticism and flattered by the praise of the people around him. If you want to improve or develop your potential, you have to accept various kinds of criticism. And 4. Think positive. Try to keep thinking positive. Keep negative truth away because this will only hinder the process of developing your potential. When you allow yourself to think negative things, your thoughts and concentration will be harmed and can affect the process you are doing. Obstacle in the process of self-development. First, too lazy to do anything. Laziness becomes the main enemy when you want to grow. This trait is a natural trait possessed by humans. However, we need to get rid of laziness so that all your potential increase. Try not to procrastinate, make target to be achieved so that we are more motivated. 2. Does not have achievement target. Setting achievement target helps us to continue to do a job can realize this achievement better. Self-potential can actually develop by setting achievement target. 3. Always prejudice again what happened. Prejudice can affect a person when thinking. If we continue to judge ourselves badly, then our mindset will also change badly. Try to think positive while practicing self-potential. A positive imagination, moral less help us to develop. 4. And remain unchanged. The comfort zone is indeed one of the obstacles when develop self-potential. This path can make us reluctant to learn new things and develop creativity. Challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone so far. Take as many opportunities as possible so that your potential can be harnessed again. And the last, anti-criticism. This one self-blocker is one of the main factors hindering success. Anti-criticism is born from arrogance and self-righteousness, so that criticism will not penetrate the heart of the person being criticized. Even though with criticism, we have the opportunity to become even better people. Benefit of self-development is increase self-awareness, make your life path more directed, and enthusiasm and self-motivation can be increased. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you in advance to the two source to the presentation from Mr. Dimas.
Okay. Thank you for the time. In this presentation opportunity, I will present about self-development. But on this occasion, I will more focus on how we do self-development. Let's get started right away. Let me start with an detailed explanation of what self-development is and what is the purpose of self-development. What is self-development? Self-development is a process carried out by a person to shape one's potential, talents, attitudes, behavior, and personality in order to fulfill self-actualization needs so that they can compete and have a better quality. Self-development is also known as personal development. You don't get things related to self-development in school, but get it from various activities that can hone your talents, skill, or other activities. Next, the goal of self-development. Some goals of self-development is 1. Providing opportunities for ourselves to develop and express our potential. 2. Updating our capabilities, expertise, and knowledge in accordance with existing developments. 3. Increase self-productivity at work. 4. Help us to deal with change in the world of work that are happening fast. 5. Shaping us into a professional individual at work. Next, how to improve our self-development? There are 4 ways to improve ourselves. Number 1, think successful. If you will self-deprecate when you make a mistake and fail to achieve success, need to know everyone deserves to be successful. When you success, it is because of your hard work and your homecoming. Number 2, ask question. This means turning a statement into a question. You need to have abilities and talents that not everyone has. However, if there are things that make you confused, you have the right to ask an expert on experts. Apart from answering your confusion, this can also add to your knowledge. Number 3, keep negative talks away. Negative thoughts are bound to be in your head, demanding attention and a sense of calm. The only way to banish negative thoughts is to challenge them and ignore them whenever they arise. Number 4, getting compliments from other people is fun, but don't get carried away with the compliments. Praise is only a form of appreciation for your hard work, which in the future help work even better so that you can develop more or be consistent with your work. Next, how to improve our self-competence in facing of the era of globalization. Number 1, have a high self-esteem and self-motivation. Enthusiasm is defined as the ability to always more within our subconscious, while motivation is the background that keeps the spirit alive. Someone who always has passion in life always tries to keep moving. He feels something is lacking even when he's silent. Number 2, improving self-competence in facing competition. Our persistent in learning and always has a high curiosity. The second point is of course part of struggle for life, where once we have an enthusiasm and always maintain motivation. Increasing self-competence becomes an inspirable part. This is related to intention to learn and know about everything, often always wanting to be different from others in a positive context. People who are always moving and changing with the times will be ready to face his life. He does not feel comfortable when he has the same competence as the most people. Number 3, have a good communication skill, verbal, non-verbal, and information technology. Verbal communication skills with words. This has important role in communication with others. For this reason, if you are good at speaking, it will be better when we complement it with the ability to speak another language. Non-verbal abilities, namely the abilities to communicate in writing. Especially know that communication technology through information technology, especially the internet, that has made our life so easy. Verbal communication skill with words have an important role in communicating with others. For this reason, if you are good at speaking, it will be better when we complement it with the ability to speak another language. Plus, having a good filter in dealing with the negative impact of globalization era with religion. This is our forefront and last base thing in facing of the era of globalization. But it is not because the fourth place this point is not important for us in facing this era of globalization. With this religion, we will have strong belief in what we believe so that it will not be easy shaken if there is negative impact that's come in. So that's it for me. I hope my share can be beneficial for all of us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dimas. Very useful delivery and open our mind. That this is very important to develop ourselves through various activities that we like and will certainly be useful in the future. Okay, next question and answer session. If there is something you don't understand, please ask. Okay, some of the participants asked Mr. Agung, what are the things that must be tried and applied in our life so that later our abilities will continue to grow?
Okay, here I will answer on the question about what things should be tried and applied in life so that our abilities continue to grow. First, know yourself. The first thing you can do is identify yourself. Of course, we can easily do this. You can also ask yourself what is your goal so far, what things make you happy, and what things can make you sad. You find your strength and weakness. Everyone has their own strength and weakness. In exploring your own potential, it's very important to know both of them to make it easier to achieve your goals and prepare yourself if there are problems that will occur and you can handle them well. And the last, open-minded and suggestion and critics. When you are trying to develop your potential, you must be open to receive suggestion and critics from others. Think of it, the suggestion and critics, as positive things that will be useful for your future. However, you also need to use the criticism that come. The suggestion and critics are unconstructive enough. Just make them as material for self-introspection. However, if this criticism only makes your potential not develop, then you shouldn't have even think about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. What a valuable lesson have you had in life or perhaps during our time as an influencer? From Mr. Dzika first.
My personal opinion, life is short, so just be better, and don't look back. That's it. That's my opinion on this question. Thank you.
Okay, next according to Mr. Rizky.
For me, consistency is key. If you want to become an influencer, be consistent in uploading content. If you rarely upload, surely you will lose your results who upload frequently. But keep in mind, the consistency is of uploading must also be directly proportional to the quality of the video. of topic. Thank you.
Okay, and Mr. Agung, are there any extras?
I think valuable lesson from life is wisdom comes from experience, and the experience comes from mistake. So be grateful for whatever you have now, whatever it is. Thank you.
Okay, and Mr. Dimas, are there any extras?
Okay, my valuable lesson is when we are given trust by other people, don't betray them. Because by keeping their trust, it will make that person feel comfortable and calm in their life. Besides, that maintaining trust is very expensive and cannot be valued. Therefore, so that we can be trusted by other people, let us not let them down. So that's for me.
Okay, thank you. Next, according to Mr. Agung.
Okay, I think valuable lesson from life is wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from mistake. So be grateful for whatever you have now, whatever it is. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, until here, the material portion, thanks to the speaker who were present and provide their knowledge, and the participant who participate in this webinar. As the moderator, apologies if there are mistakes and oversight. See you next time.
Okay, thank you. Give applause to our moderator and speakers today. We finally come to the end of today's agenda. Close this webinar with Hanggara. Alhamdulillah. Those are the agenda that we have present to you all this day. We hope you learned something. Thank you very much for your congrats. See you the next time opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.